As the temperatures hover around freezing and below, Multnomah County has several warming shelters open right now. But city and county leaders are in desperate need for volunteers to help keep those shelters running. Joining us live now from the Multnomah County Office of Emergency Management is Director Chris Voss. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, which locations need help the most?
You know what? This last weekend, we opened 5 locations. Since then, we've opened a sixth. And now we do believe, knowing that we've got several days of really, really cold temperatures, we're probably going to open a seventh. The best thing that people can do if they can help us out and they can support our shelters, go to the Multnomah County website, and then they'll see a link that says "Care for When It's Cold." That link will list all of our shelters. And when signing up, you'll see where there's openings in each of our shelters. But right now, certainly, probably the most difficult shifts we're filling are our overnight shifts and sometimes our early morning shifts. And we do, knowing that we're going to have to most likely open more shelters, we do very much asking the community to see if they can help us out as well.
Yeah, what do the volunteers do?
There's a lot of different roles in the shelters. Everything to help with feeding, to working sort of the front desk is sort of people coming in. We do need all of our volunteers to be vaccinated. And when they get there, we'll also give them, if they don't already have a higher level protection mask, we will give them a higher level protection mask. But we're really there to care for the people that need this protection and need to get out of the cold.
Is there any vetting of the volunteers? Will they have to answer any questions to make sure that they're appropriate for the job?
There is some training that we would love volunteers to take, and you could see all of that online. A lot of them are videos. You could take them, at any portion of time during the day. But we do recognize that there are some folks that actually even get to the shelters and maybe have not reviewed all the videos and the training. And sometimes we provide them on the spot training so they can take a role in the shelter and be helpful just after a few minutes of showing up.
Normally, when you're in this situation, do you get people to come forward? I mean, are there volunteers out there who want to do this kind of work?
Yeah, you know what? We really can't do this without the community. So certainly Multnomah County employees and city employees stand up, as well as a lot of our other governments. But the community also helps. There's a lot of volunteer organizations we reach out to, from the Portland Nets to other volunteer groups. But the community volunteers are critical. We continue to see them help out. And the longer the event goes, the more that we need those community members. And we know we've got several more days of this event to continue.
If someone can't volunteer for whatever reason, but they want to help out in another way, what can they do?
Yeah, also on that Care for When It's Cold site, you'll see all sorts of things that people could do to sort of donate. We accept goods. There's a lot of goods that we accept to help the homeless. People can donate, obviously, socks and gloves. If you can help out, there's even opportunities if you want. Even if it's not Multnomah County, there's a lot of nonprofits that help, our most underserved communities as well. And so sometimes those groups even also accept money, which I know is a big help for them, especially this time of year.
On the screen right now, we've got the list of the shelters that you have open right now. And again, just briefly tell us how people can access the warming shelters and become a volunteer if they need to.
Sure. If you need a shelter, we ask that you call 211, and this way they can sort of direct you and can even help with transportation if you need it. I did want to make one subtle change. That Sunrise Center last night actually shifted, and now we're using Reynolds High School, which actually gained us about another 75 beds or so. Not only are we opening shelters, but we continue to sort of expand. 211 if you need help, and then go to our Multnomah County website, that Care for When It's Cold site. If you're interested in volunteering, you'll see a whole slew of information to help you out, as well as locations.
Okay, we will update that from the Sunrise Center to Reynolds High School. Thank you very much, Chris Voss, Director of the Office of Emergency Management in Multnomah County. We appreciate you joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
If you're interested in becoming a volunteer, we do have links to sign up in the AM Extra section on coin.com.